try to give her a call again, and then she just added another phone number to the 13-year-old grandson who's possibly with the daughter. Step out with this.
2412.
Veteran crisis hotline calling in, so they have a female veteran off her medication. She's at work to Safe Haven. Attacking 12, cycle check that one out.
6 Rumble, 2-1 Charlie, take your shots.
Officer still stands for time? No. Offender in custody? Anyone else close, might just zero something, let me know. First time by. 10-4. 422, you guys are okay over there? Alright, the ET doesn't take pictures of what is it, domestic related? She's calling back. We're going to try to give her a call again, and then she just added another phone number to the 13-year-old grandson who's possibly with the daughter. Step out with this.
2412.
Veteran crisis hotline calling in, so they have a female veteran off her medication. She's at work to Safe Haven. You're attacking 12, cycle check that one out.
6 Rumble, 2-1
Officer still stands for time? No. Offender in custody?
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for hopping in this evening. Give me 1 second. I see this is squeaking again, so I apologize about that. But thank you all for hopping in. Appreciate you. Why am I not the moon? There we go. Appreciate you all for hopping in. Thank you very much. What a 2 long shows last night. Thank you for hanging out in both of them. Went through a lot of stuff in each one. Also, we went through that video last night. I don't know if anybody got a chance to catch the video that I put out, but it's going to be part of the breakdown tomorrow night. We're going to be doing that at 6:30 p.m. Central. We're going to be breaking down both of the videos, but I put a little something together for y'all today. If you want to check it out and let me know. And that's one of the questions that'll be for tonight. I'm going to have a few questions I'd like to know. We're just going to take phone calls here tonight, do the breakdown tomorrow. I figure we'd split it up instead of trying to fit it all in one show. But I definitely want to hear your thoughts on a few things, and we'll kind of go through those as we get through the intro. But one of them is, based off of the photos I'm showing you on that video, and we'll go through it again tomorrow night. 5'7" to 5'9", 180 to 210. I'm thinking more closer to the 180, but you got to give a little bit extra. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Also, there's a lot of talk about how there was some items possibly exchanged when it comes to the outside CCTV at Texas Roadhouse. I'm curious about that too. I did different Zooms for you, so you could check them out and kind of see what you thought as well. Basically put them out there, that way you guys can, some don't have the availability to do that stuff, and so I wanted to put those little things together for you guys, so that way when we have that breakdown, we can get all of your input as well, because it's important. So I'm curious about if you think they exchanged some items. What do you think about the videos? What do you think about the profile that I'm kind of putting out there about the height and the weight? What did you see? Did you see anything different maybe that we haven't discussed? And then there's a really, I want to say shout out to Katrina, because she asked this question earlier in our team chat, and I didn't have an answer. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm stumped. That's such a good question. And so that's going to be another question that I'm going to ask you guys, but I'll let you guys know what it is when we get towards the end of the intro, because I'm going to play a video for you guys before I ask that question. So that'll be the topics for this evening. I want to say what's up, Guidance. Thank you so much. Ticket 1, the Green Hearts, Katrina, number 3, Pam, number 6, Caddy, number 7, and thank you all for being here. Busby, ticket 11. We're just going to be taking phone calls tonight. Just hang out for a couple hours. What's up, SK? Just hang out for a couple hours. I want to hear what you guys think about these videos and those questions. And I'm going to ask everybody the same question that Katrina had brought up earlier today, because I don't know. I don't know what to say. And it's crazy. What's up, Rachel? Thank you for hopping in. Let's see. I need a new computer. Oh, if y'all have a computer, trust me, it's a lot easier to tag. And I wish they would do that on YouTube Mobile, where they'd allow you to tag somebody. Also, I wish they would allow it to where the YouTube chat doesn't always freeze, because my YouTube chat just froze. And it just keeps freezing. So I apologize if I miss anything. Sebastian, Wayne, Drake, Rogers. What's up, Busby? Interesting phone call that me and Busby had a couple days ago. I think he's going to be putting out a video here shortly or so. With that phone call, is very interesting when it comes to the 155 and the 255, because the 255, that's when Sebastian was last reported seen that night. But the 155 is very interesting. Let me see here. What's up, Jennifer? Thank you so much. And thank you for all your guys' comments, too. I appreciate it. Jennifer, Ticket 22. What's up, Lisa Jackson? Sinuses, it's starting to warm up a little bit, though, so hopefully it is for you all, too. What's up, Matt? Ticket 19. I want to say prayers to you and your friend. Love the new... Thank you, Jennifer. It went from 3 hours and 30 minutes of clips down to 4 minutes. 4.5 minutes. Something like that. It was that was one of the reasons why the first 2 days y'all didn't hear from me, is because I literally was like, I gotta finish this project, and it literally took that long just to go from 3.5 hours to like 4.5 minutes. There's so many other things I wanted to include. What's up, Silky? There's so many other things I wanted to include in it, but it could be its own video, What's up, Nicole? Yes. Unfortunately, we didn't see him yesterday, so... What's up, Daddy's girl? Prayers to you all. Yeah. JP's got a new truck, too. I guess he's got a light gray Ram truck. Windows very tinted. That's his new truck. It's a light gray Ram truck. What's up, Maria? How are you? Light gray Ram truck. What's up, D. Marie? And Jill Wide, Ticket 42. It sucks. Me and him were supposed to sit down, and then that FBI raid happened. Kind of threw a wrench in everything. We had plans to sit down and have a talk. Shout out Tina. What's up, Norma? Knew him, Mandy Moon. Looking for those who might want to... Who? JP? I'm confused. CJ did Katie. I don't know. We're going to break it down tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Central. Ticket 44, D. Marie. Thank you. What's up, Salty? Tish, it looks like Sebastian knew the green. Do you think? That's a good question, too. Do you think he knew him? I'm gonna just me, my personal opinion. I don't think so, because I think if Sebastian would have known who that was, I think Sebastian wouldn't have went to the car. I think You know, the reaction to when Sebastian looks up and then kind of is like, you can see him like kind of pause back for a second. But then he continues to go to the passenger side of the car. I would think if he knew him, he would have went up with his mom, right? So if he would have knew him, he would have went up with his mom. Maybe, you know, who knows, a hug, whatever. I don't know. My bigger question is why? Because I always put myself in either position, right? The bad or the good, always. And I'm looking at it like if I was walking out of a restaurant and there's two scenarios. If I'm walking out of the restaurant and I don't recognize the person, then I'm not going to unlock the door because then that would give that person access to the vehicle, right? If I did know the person, I would be walking up, bloop, bloop. Hey, what's going on, Jimmy? How's it going, dude? Yeah, long time no see. I would have already unlocked the door. So that's my biggest question is and that's why I don't think Sebastian knew who it was either, because I feel like if Sebastian knew, he would have walked over with Katie, greeted whoever. But also based off of Katie's actions and not unlocking the door right away, to me, that, you know, that means that you're not trying to give somebody an avenue, right? Thank you, April. Appreciate the kind words. That's just me though. Thank you, Norma. Yeah, 5'7", 5'7" to 5'9", especially the height. Now the weight, it's going to fluctuate because it looks like a certain weight in that direction, but when you're looking at it from the side view, when you see the front of the hoodie, you see a little extra more weight. So that's why I'm putting it between 180 and 210. Ticket 20, thank you so much. Seeing the video of him swerving. I know, I heard about that. Oh, 1 second. Salty with the $20 super sticker. Hold on, I gotta scroll up and see what it is. It's the prickly pear with the mirror saying thanks for being you and thank you for being you. And we just made this too along with the new intro. So thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much, Nicole. Ticket 19. Thank you. Thank you. We'll get through these real quick unless it's someone he doesn't care for. That could be too. That could be true. But here's this thing though, Michael. If it was somebody that I feel like if Sebastian knew or felt that it was somebody bad, then I think, don't you think he would have went over to try and protect his mom, right? So it could be. Maybe it was somebody he didn't care for. I don't know. I think it was somebody he didn't recognize and he didn't know, because when they're coming around the front of the car and he kind of stops, hesitation, like, who's that? And looks up and keeps looking. That to me, with the way that he went and stood by the door, I don't think he either knew them, and I don't think he felt that they were a threat. The crazy thing is you got the two guys next to the right side of the camera by the door, the people that work there, and they're both both their heads are looking right over there. So it seems like there was or some kind, there was an interaction, because you can see, you know, like we were talking last night, it's like the guy's like, hey, you know, when Katie walks up, you can see his thumb being separate from his hand, like he's holding it like this. And then when he's walking away from the car, he's like, you know, he's like, hey, so, like he was saying sorry or no or something like that. like he was saying something too. And I think that's what made those two people at Texas Roadhouse, the workers, look over there, is because there was some conversation. And I think the reason that they looked over there is because of what the conversation came from when it came to Katie, because I think she probably got louder, probably made people around there aware of maybe something that was happening. I don't know. There was some kind of, because listen, these people at Texas Roadhouse, they're used to a lot of people, a lot of traffic, right? And so for them both to go, whoop, that means there was something going on that typically doesn't go on in that parking lot. There was an argument. There was somebody getting loud. There was somebody that fell. There's something different that normally doesn't take place in the parking lot, because if there wasn't, then I don't think those people would have went whoop. I don't think so. There was something different that was taking place. What that is, I don't know. That's why we're going to break it down tomorrow night. Aid with the 64. Thank you so much. He's probably mad. I think he knew Viper in. I don't think if he knew the person or not. My son acts that way when he. I mean, that could be too. It could be too. That's the one question I'm curious out of all of this when it comes to the video, is what was said or what took place between those two cars when you were leaving, like that. Because I mean, that's a question. There's so many things that it could be. There's so many things. And it could be easily explained as well. What's up, Wanda? Could be easily explained. Something happened. I know an autism young man. He won't say hi or bye unless I say hi to him. I know his mom. I know them about 7 years. It's possible. I don't think he did. I don't think he knew him, and I don't think he felt that they were a threat. Just based off of not only, the combo of how Katie was reacting and how he was reacting when it comes to her unlocking or not unlocking the door yet. Because she didn't unlock it. You didn't see the lights come on until the dude was already at the front wheel, walking away, going like this. That's when you see the lights come on. That's when she's hitting the unlock button. So those two things, and his hesitation kind of looking over there as well, that, that's what makes me think he didn't know the person and he didn't think they were a threat as well. Jennifer Gilly, thank you so much. Appreciate you becoming a member. And hello to you as well. I believe Katie knows where Sebastian is, CJ. Maybe, and that's the thing too. When we don't know the direction since February 26th, we don't know the direction of where he even went or was taken or was carried or whatever. We don't know. And that definitely could be a possibility, just like I really feel and have felt since May that I feel there's trafficking. I feel like he was abducted. Speaking of, just like the poll that Dog put out a little bit ago, let me share that with you all real quick. Hold on. And then you see what you guys think. All right, so let me see. There's 5'7" to 5'9", 180 to 210, and then the here's why. But here's a poll that Dog put out earlier. Let me go ahead and make that. Whoops, hold on. I gotta scoot that over a little bit. Right here. Additional possible. So the first question was: Is would you think who do you think is responsible for the disappearance? And they got Katie, Chris, in-laws, and then bio father. Uh, and then up here was additional possibilities, and that was Beth, bio mom, and stepdad. Sebastian ran away. Sebastian was sold, kidnapped, turned cover up, and that's the one that I chose. It's only 9.5%. Okay. I don't know. I didn't vote on this one because I honestly think that he was kidnapped, and so that's why I went ahead and voted on this one. I'm the lowest percentage out of all of them, but ever since, and Busby can attest to this, ever since May, uh, I really do feel like he was abducted, and each day goes, the more I my feeling just it gets stronger with it. I know there's a lot of suspicious stuff. Trust me. You can go to any of my shows. We talk about the suspicious stuff. I understand that. Trust me. But I don't know. I just really do feel like it's trafficking. I feel like he was abducted. Groomed or not. Because in the beginning I was talking groomed. Right now, maybe not. Maybe not. You know, it's you get there's other cases out there where kidnappings take place. The kid disappears. Now, normally there's a window. Oh gosh, the window was unlocked, or oh, I woke up and the door was unlocked. Something like that usually takes place, right? There's usually something. But sometimes there's not. And so it definitely could be possible as well. All right, so I wanted to play this video for you guys. This came out late last night, if you didn't catch it last night. And this is going to go into the biggest question that I have for you all tonight. And shout out Katrina. Is Seth's faith in LE going to be good or bad? Because in this video, definitely has faith now, which is completely different from before. Because before, they weren't doing it. You know, we seen all the news clips and we get it. But last night we saw that interview, and definitely he used the word definitely. And so Katrina brought up that question, and I was like, that is a really good question. I don't know.
For the last 9 months, law enforcement has scaled back searches for Sebastian Rogers to an investigative format. The FBI has also offered a reward for information. Recently, Dog the Bounty Hunter joined the search and raised the reward amount, all while Sebastian's biological father continues his search efforts. News 2's Audrey Mayer speaks exclusively with his father and tells us where the investigation stands.
On December 7th, Sebastian Rogers' 16th birthday, his father Seth says a recent meeting with law enforcement has restored his confidence in their case.
Today, they have renewed my faith that they are definitely focusing on bringing my son home.
That's the question. Yes, you can see the hope. But Katrina brought up a very great question. Is Seth's faith in law enforcement that he just brought up right here, definitely, is it going to be good or bad? Is the faith that he's going to be found alive or past?
In their case.
Today, they have renewed my faith that they are definitely focusing on bringing my son home.
Thank you all for hopping in. Appreciate you very much. Please hit the like if you haven't yet. And if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. And let me know. Here, we'll go ahead and put me over here. He's choked up saying it. And that's why I couldn't answer the question when you brought it up, Katrina. I was like, oh, that's a tough question. That's a tough question. Because I don't know. I don't know. All right, give me 1 second. We will go ahead and open up the phone line. If you'd like to call in, you're more than welcome. Let me know. Do you think Katie exchanged an item with the green hoodie guy? What do you think about the 5'7" to 5'9", 180 to 210 profile based off of the photos? And I'll show you those right now. Based off of the photos, let me shrink that down for you. Based off the photos, what do you think? 5'7" to 5'9", 180 to 210. And like I said, at the beginning, when you see him sideways, you see the letters, you can see a little bit of the belly, so I'm adding a little extra. I think it's closer to the 180, but it could go all the way up to 210. Did you see anything else? I got plenty of videos for you guys. Also, you can go to the original. I have the links in the descriptions that you can go to the original, and then the other ones that we kind of broke down, use them. Come back tomorrow night as we kind of break it down, and we can kind of do all this together. And the question, I still don't know how to answer that, Katrina, is Seth's faith in law enforcement going to be good and bad? I guess it would be a poker face. To me, it's just an old man is that there's some kind of, when it comes to like this, when it comes to these two individuals turning and looking, here, let me play the zoomed back version. So when you got these two individuals kind of like Norma said here, let me bring up Norma's comment. Where is it at? Right here. I've worked in when we be closing after bar rush, it takes a lot for them to take notice, but when they do, they all do. And so when you got dude kind of looking over, now that's right when Katie walks up to them. And this is what I'm saying. When you got these two workers going, what? Right at the same time. That right there is what I'm talking about. Like, if it's normal activity in a parking lot, that guy isn't going to turn around in the raincoat. He's going to continue to look forward. The guy in he's going to continue to go in the door. The fact that they both look at the same time tells me that something was taking place. But that's just me. Right there. They're already looking right there. There was something out of the ordinary that was taking place. Now, I think it was words. But the fact that they're both just staring over there, to me, it's they're gonna keep doing whatever they're doing. They're not gonna turn their head. So you're in a room, and you turn around and, "Oh, shoot, what was that?" Alright, hold on one second.
Accept, press 1. To send a
What's up?
Uh,
Hello?
hey, so, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, what's up?
Okay. So, I would say that I think everyone's looking into the video way too much. I mean, it's like watching a silent film. You don't know what's being said. But I will say this. What you're showing on the video right now, they look back, like, pay attention to the far left part of the video, and you see a lady, probably a worker, walking towards that car parked behind their car. What if the person hollered or honked at them? I mean, me being a worker, if somebody hollers or honks right behind me and I'm smoking a cigarette,
Mm.
I'm gonna turn around and look too.
Yeah.
It's like an instant reaction.
That's what I'm saying. That normal activity that's in a parking lot where somebody honks? Of course. But most of the
Yeah.
time, if they're standing there, that could be somebody honking. We discussed it last night and kind of blew it up because when we were going through it in the show last night, I was talking about the lady is actually walking towards the left of the car because I think she's getting in the passenger side. So if you really watch her, she's not walking towards Katie. She's actually walking away. But when I was discussing it in the very beginning, I was saying that the lady to me didn't appear to turn or anything. So that's why I was saying maybe it was a conversation that was taking place at Katie's car because the lady back there isn't even paying attention. She's going up to another vehicle. Those other guys are right there. The whatever sound is taking place between those two cars is going to echo off the bricks a lot louder than it would the sound waves would going behind them. So I feel like that's why it could be somebody honking. You're absolutely right. But it also could be there was a conversation taking place or something happened. The biggest what do you think about this though when it comes to the parking lot? Why do you think do you are you a parent? Do you have a child?
I'm a parent.
Okay.
Yes, of a little child. Too.
Okay. So if you're walking out of the restaurant and you're going to your car and you got a key fob and you can hit the button to unlock it and your kids are child or kids are walking out with you, most of the time you unlock it before you even get to the car, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, like, so if I, like, okay, watching the video inside the restaurant, him and his mom are having an argument, right? And my son does, I'm not saying this is what he was doing, I don't know. No one knows. It's a silent video, basically. My son will put his hands in his pocket or in his, he has like a sweater he wears with a, pocket in the front. He'll put his hands in the pocket, head down, and not talk to me and ignore me because I'm arguing, fighting with him.
Yeah.
If I go outside and talk to somebody like his mom comes up to me and says like, "Hey, what y'all doing? Y'all shopping?" He won't say anything. He'll just get in the car because he's mad at me. He doesn't want to acknowledge that he's paying attention to me and what I'm doing around the car.
Yeah. I mean, kids are different. You know what I mean? And they're all like just figuring out who they are. They're all really unique. And what I'm saying, this is because we're talking about activity that took place in the parking lot with the two individuals right there, and the lady that didn't turn around towards the left. What I'm saying is when you don't unlock the car. So if I'm walking out with my daughter, I'm going to unlock the car. If it's somebody that I know, I'm going to continue to unlock it before I even get to that front bumper because I want to let her in the car. We're going to leave. If I don't know the person, I'm probably not going to unlock my car yet because I don't want to unlock my car and then somebody that I don't even know that might be acting suspicious in between my car and somebody else's car. I definitely don't want to give them access to my vehicle. And so that's why
Yeah.
I'm thinking that there was activity that took place at the car is because of her not unlocking it right away. So Sebastian had to stand out there and wait until that guy walked away from the car in order to get in. That's what I'm looking at when it comes to where the
Yeah,
activity
and to be honest, I think it looks like an old lady. I don't think it looks like a guy, for one. I watched this on another content creator's channel
Yeah.
for a long time. They were talking about it all night last night.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think people are looking too much into a silent video. Like, they say that something was handed off, but even with a zoomed in video, it doesn't look like anything was really handed off.
Yeah, that's why we're going to
It
do the
looked like
breakdown
grabbed.
because I didn't
It
really.
looked like someone was grabbed and possibly hit it back. But look at this, okay? If anybody's ever gone to, like, my town, there's a lot of panhandlers, and there's a lot of people that do these business things where they go and put things on cars.
Right.
Sometimes I go out to my car, there's a random person that I don't know will walk up to me and hand me something.
Right.
And
Oh, yeah.
I'll hand it back because I don't want anything to do with that stuff. Most
Yeah.
of the time, that's scams.
That was one of my first thoughts was, is it a panhandler that was asking for $1 or $2, you know?
Exactly.
To be honest
I'm
with you.
wondering how busy it is out there. So it looks like a busy area. In my town, there is a restaurant called Phillies that has Walmart behind it. There's always people over there approaching people coming out of restaurants.
Yeah.
There's no red flags to me with it because it doesn't look like the person walks off and follows them in a car or something.
No.
The person walks away.
Yeah, I think maybe some people might be looking too deep into it. I don't know if you've watched our show that much. Now we're going to be diving into
I know,
it
I
to
know
see.
you are. I'm usually always on Brittany's channel.
Yeah. We actually we don't beat a dead horse. You know what I'm saying? We discuss it. We kind of go through it. Now, do any of us over here, are we saying that this is the exact key to finding out the direction of where Sebastian went? None of us know because we weren't there, right? But
That's true.
but this
and
is
also the line, I do. There's a lot of questionable stuff to this whole
there
thing.
is
I
there
just
is.
think this one video is everyone's looking into it too much.
And that might be, it's everybody's own personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? To me, when I'm looking at it coming from somebody that's been out there searching in the woods, in the water since March, to me, I've been looking for any kind of direction since I first came across the case. And so to me, I'm not looking into it too much because to me, there's no answer or direction to where he went. And if this right here could lead to an answer or direction, I feel it's worth it. And that's just where I'm coming from. Now, I can't tell you, I don't watch other people's shows. I can't tell you what they do. What I can tell you is what we do here. And what we're doing here is trying to figure out what's true and what's not. Was there something handed off? Was there something not handed off? What is this person legitimate? And then we're going to go from there because I don't know about you, but my life, I literally wake up and work until I go to sleep. And what I mean by work is, I try and help all of these victims, families, and communities find answers and justice for their loved ones. And so to me, I'm not looking into it too much. And so I apologize if you feel that way, but that's when you have your own control where you can go watch another topic or click on something else. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know. You can't answer 100% either way, and none of us can if this does have an answer or not. Now, it definitely could, and it definitely couldn't. But when it comes to a victim, it's always worth giving 150%. And that's what I try to do every single day.
Yeah, I fully understand. I watched you when you were walking down with that guy that drowned.
Yeah.
But I understand. I had to search for my friend that was found in a river here in Oklahoma. So
Prayers, man.
I know exactly how that stuff works.
Yeah,
So
prayers.
FBI told me that it was a self-harm incident, which it wasn't.
Yeah.
So I completely understand. I'm just thinking it's just everyone does have a lot of opinions on this, and everyone is like one person was, for example, people are saying that they see something handed off. Well, I'll tell you, when I saw the video, the close-up of it, she does take her hand and put it up on the hood corner of the car, and then she takes her hand off. And that's when you see a kind of an exchange between whoever it is, the homeless person or lady or man or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and her. But I don't see anything in her hand beforehand. I do see a flash, which probably is the watch that I saw that was in the restaurant. She looks like she has an Apple Watch. So, I think people look into some of the stuff too much. And I know no one's going to have all the answers. The only people that have answers are the people that were there at the time. But the thing is, also, the cops probably have more information than we all know.
Oh, they
Everyone
always
seems
do.
to think that when they bring out an affidavit that it's everything they have, but it's not. There's a lot of things they keep close to their chest and that they don't talk about until the time comes. A lot of times they can keep things for years and won't let anything go to what they know or think, their theory, until the time happens when they're going to make an arrest. So
that's the way it is with every case, though. They always do that. There's no law enforcement that's going to give the same information that they got to the general public. There's just no way. What do you think about trafficking, though? Because that's what I've felt since May. Like I said, I've been out there searching the woods, the rivers, the lakes. After May, I was like, there has to be a sign of something. If you did walk away or something, there would be a sign. And it just every day as the day goes on, I just continue to feel it's more and more trafficking and abduction. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I have two theories about what possibly could have happened.
Yeah.
Trafficking, I'm familiar with trafficking when it comes to my state that I lived in. Highway 69 comes straight through us, and Highway 69 is really popular with trafficking back and forth to Texas, through Oklahoma, all that different stuff. So
yeah, it's huge over there, ain't it?
all that.
Yeah, it's huge, ain't it? Yeah.
As citizens in my hometown, we did an investigation by recording these so-called church get-togethers for revivals and stuff that were killing kids. So I'm familiar with all that stuff. I think, to me, it seems more like because they were coming out with all the information on they're going to send them to some camp or some stuff. If I remember correctly, don't some camps have you sign like NDAs? So in that case, you would be able to talk about it, right? So maybe, and then that could be a legal problem later on, maybe. But I would think that if they were going to send them off, that they could have sent them off and kept quiet about it, even with all the investigation and stuff happening.
I mean, you got to cross a lot of hoops in order for that to be successful. You know, let's be real. You got to cross a lot of hoops.
Yes and no. Depends.
You know,
because I've had to deal with NDAs with my old job, so
I mean, it can happen. I mean, now I don't know about keeping it secret from law enforcement because when the FBI is involved, I think the FBI, if it's legit, right? If it's legit, I feel the FBI would already know. You know what I'm saying? And if you're crossing the hoops where the FBI don't know, that's a lot of hoops you got to cross for nobody to know nothing.
Yeah, but
you know.
Come on, if the FBI has any information right now, they're not telling anybody.
Well, I guarantee you, if they knew that he was at a facility, they wouldn't have offered $50,000.
There's that interview you were talking about on the news and stuff. I believe, if I remember correctly, later on in that talk, he does say, "I look forward to new memories of my son." Means it kind of gives me a hint that they know where the child's at, right?
Yeah.
So I think you got to watch the whole thing because man, these little short snits.
That's why I think trafficking,
like
my man. That's why I think trafficking. Think about it. If Seth is saying I can't wait to have some future memories. That means he's still alive. That means he was abducted. That means there's eh, so how can I explain this? October 2nd, there was a new investigation that was put out there in the public about a sexual offender that had 50 counts against him out of Hendersonville and Gatlin. Okay. October 2nd is when they put that information out. October 2nd, because if you know the trafficking stuff, it takes a while for them to put out any kind of information when it comes to any kind of trafficking bust or exposing essays when it comes to their investigations. They literally came out and said, as part of an investigation, and they put out that individual on October 2nd that was in Hendersonville / Gatlin, 50 counts. I feel like that's telling me trafficking. I feel like they have a good idea of maybe a direction. And I feel like the person that came out on October 2nd, where they got busted and and they put it out in the public, I feel like that is a byproduct of the investigation that they're doing for Sebastian Rogers. That's just me. There's just a lot of coincidences when it comes to that. You're looking at Nashville. Nashville's a major hub. What are they going to do when it comes to Nashville? They're either going to go East Coast or they're going to go Midwest. Most of the time, they're probably going to go to the Midwest because that's where it's most prevalent. I really feel like Oklahoma's been brought up before, mentioned in the past, little snippets here and there. Maybe people might have caught it or not. Oklahoma. But yeah, when Seth is saying that, where else would he be if he feels he's going to make new memories in the future? Where else would he be? Would he be at somebody's house? He's not with Seth, not with Chris and Katie. He's not with the grandparents. Where could he be?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I would think with how long it's been, if it was trafficking, it would already be in a different country.
Well, this is when I don't know if you're familiar with I used to live in Akron, Ohio, and there was 3 girls that went missing in Cleveland. And we used to go to their vigil or their candlelight, vigils and stuff like that. They were all at different times because they all went missing at different times, and obviously they all had different birthdays, but they all went missing at different times. And one morning, I woke up and I saw on the news that all 3 of those girls had been found at the same house. It was the craziest thing in the world. And I always, whenever I'm looking at what's going on and what has came out, what hasn't, what should have by now, and then I always continue to think back to those girls, and I'm like, man, for the longest time, there was no sign, there was no direction, there was no answer, there was no nothing, there was nothing. They just literally disappeared. And then all of a sudden, one day, all 3 of them were at the same house. And when I'm looking at nothing.
Boarded up his windows.
Hmm?
You talking about the guy that boarded up his windows and locked those girls in the attic?
Yeah. Yeah, in the basement. Yeah, he had children with one of them. They were all locked up and chained in the basement. And he went to go to the store real quick, and the oldest girl was able to sneak out through a window and and get help from somebody that was walking by. And actually, it was a homeless guy walking by, and he was able to get her help. And then that's when the cops got there and they found all three girls there, and everybody's like, "Holy crap!" And so when there's no direction, no answer, there's nothing, and that's the craziest thing because if you did walk, I would think that there would be something by now with all the different search teams and all the different people that have been out there, all the different types of searches that have taken place, and there's absolutely nothing. We don't even know the direction, uh, and when it comes to it, the trafficking thing, uh, he's still alive, right? So I don't know. I feel like that October 2nd bus that came out in the public as part of an investigation. I really feel like it's not a coincidence. And go figure, it's in Hendersonville/Gallatin.
Yeah, well, I have hope. I hope they find him, man.
Oh, I do too.
I'm trying not to look too much into all the rabbit holes that everyone's putting out on YouTube streets.
Oh, that's not us. Trust me. There's a lot of. We had this talk last night about the clickbait, man, and it's disgusting. But people will be people, and that's why being a good person, going about it the right way, doing the right thing, is always worth it. Is because there's a reason why diamonds shine. It's because they're the minority, and we are the minority when it comes to all of that clickbait world that's out there. Because there's a lot of people that are in it just for themselves. Um, all of us, like yourself, we're just here for the victims of families and communities, and that's what's most important.
Yeah, I've been calling a lot of this stuff since ever. But
Well, thank you for
anyways,
calling, man.
okay. I wanted other people wanted to call up here and give you my 2 cents about what I think the video shows me. I don't see any red flags in it, honestly.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of surveillance work when I worked at Best Buy for a while, and things like this, you have to look into it differently when you're trying to find something than you normally would.
Well, it would be the great answer to any of our questions, whether it is legit or not, or there's something or nothing, is what was the interaction that took place? What was it? Was there something
The only question
exchanged? Was there not?
the biggest question I have is the argument. What's the argument about?
Yeah. I don't even know if they were arguing. You're talking about in the restaurant? Is that what you're talking
Well, yeah,
about?
it looked like they were arguing. He was shaking his head no and all disappointed face, and she's like being almost, it looked like she was being stern. I mean, it's kind of like how I would treat my son if I'm arguing with him about something something he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna check it out tomorrow night. Come back tomorrow night when we go do the breakdown, and just type in chat what you're thinking as we're going through each part or whatever. Love to hear it.
I'll be here. I'm usually in your chat all the time. I was just calling about this video because it's been bothering me the past 3 days of people talking about this video, and it's like just reading into things that aren't there. Like somebody looking behind them. It's so bad. When I argue with my son, I'll look around to make sure that nobody's sitting there looking at me all weird too. Or not eating. There's plenty of times I take my son out to eat and I don't eat anything. Who cares? Somebody doesn't want to eat, they're not eating. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just trying to save a few bucks,
Yeah, because my son always wants to go to IHOP. I can't sit there and eat pancakes and all that shit all the time. So I'll take, sometimes I won't eat anything. I'll just let him eat. And have that, or taking secret pictures.
Because it's about,
right?
Yeah, because it's about them.
I want to take secret pictures of my son.
Yeah.
I know if I tell him, say cheese, he's going to make some stupid, goofy face and basically photobomb. I tried to bring that up at Brittany's the other night. I was like, parents sometimes take secret photos of their child. It doesn't mean anything. I'm not saying it's not anything. I don't know. No one knows except the person that took the picture.
Yeah.
But I do the same thing with my son. Like if he's eating something, gets stuff on his face, I want to make fun of him, kind of. I take a picture of him. I mean, it's just how it is. Me and him are really close. Me and my son, but I do sneak pictures because he will photobomb if I tell him to be cheese.
Ain't kids the greatest, man? They're the best gift in the world.
He does it all the time, man. Like he'll photobomb even when we're out doing stuff, like Halloween, for example. He makes some goofy pose or something, or he does a Fortnite dance. He does that all the time. I'm like, hey, I gotta be on video, and he does a Fortnite dance. I don't want you to do a Fortnite dance. Keep doing what you're doing.
You know what though?
Making a video of it.
You know what though? Those are the precious memories in the future that you'll wish you would have had continued for the rest of your life, man. Trust me, like mine are grown, moved out.
Yeah, exactly.
Cherish every one of those.
Or the ones that he doesn't know I'm taking.
Yeah, cherish every one of them. Take as many as you can, even if it drives you nuts. Just take as many as you can. All right, buddy. I want to thank you for calling me. Appreciate it.
Well, I'm always in your chat. I'm Vipering, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Things I didn't know. I'm Viper. People probably recognize my voice. Maybe. I don't know. Everyone's probably different. But I'm Vipering, so.
Probably, yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate you, man. And, you
Been
know.
on panel with you at Brit before, so.
Huh?
Been on panel with you at Britney's before.
Oh, a long time ago, probably, huh? That had to be a long
back
time.
with the kid that drowned. The one that drowned in Nashville.
Yeah, Riley. Yeah, Riley, because I was out there searching for Riley, too, before Sebastian, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Almost a year.
I was on the panel when you were showing your video of you going around Nashville and stuff, in the corner to the bridge and all that.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I gotta have a
people in chat probably know who I am too.
Yeah. Well, thank you, man. And who knows? We'll break it down. Come join tomorrow night while we break it down, and we're gonna be doing both videos. And let us know in chat and discuss it.
Yeah, definitely. I'll come and hang out.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good night too.
Good show. Thanks for having me up.
No, thank you. Appreciate you. What's up, Yoli? It's unusual. Swinging a menu. Yeah, that's unusual. But yeah, I mean it could. I don't know. It's like we brought up last night. That lady, she's not really noticing anything. She's not turning. The people that are working there are, and you can see she's in the middle of the street, right? Oops. You can see she's in the middle of the street. Hold on, where did it go? Right here. See, she's in the middle of the street, and it looks like she's going to be getting in the passenger side of that vehicle up there. So when the two guys are turning, maybe I'd have to zoom it. Almost, it looks like right as they're turning, it looks like her head is starting to get out of focus. No, it's not. It's probably not your phone. It's probably my thing. So right there, they start to turn. I'd have to zoom it in, and so maybe I'll do that, because let me see, top left zoom, and then we'll have that ready for tomorrow night too. I'll get that top left zoomed in, so that way we can kind of look as we're breaking it down. We can see maybe that lady does turn her head a little bit at the same time. I'm not sure, but definitely the head is cut off at that point when it comes to that particular part of the video. Yeah, thanks for calling in. Appreciate you again. Let me see here. What do we got? 8:35. We'll go ahead and open up the phone lines again if anybody wants to call. Now, if this person, I don't know, what kind of shoes is this person wearing? What kind of shoes is this person wearing? I think Busby was saying something about Crocs or something. Is that what you were saying, Busby? And thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Also, Austin Shea. Hold on. Let me say thank you very much for becoming a member as well. And let me throw this up. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Let me see here. I'll sneak pics. Yeah. Cherish those memories, man. When you were talking about all that stuff, I was just brings back memories. Brings back memories. You miss those days. It's like the days when you're like, "Oh my gosh, it's 20 degrees out. I got to go to this football game on a Friday night and it's too cold. I got to be up at 3 in the morning." Oh, great memories though. Hot chocolate, blankets on the bleachers, and family. Good stuff. But no, I'm thinking 5'7" to 5'9", 180 to 210. Now it could, who knows? As you're watching this video, as we watch the zoom in, it looks it looks like there's some stuff going on. Now I've been too caught up with all this work that I'm doing. I haven't. That's why we were gonna break it down tonight, but I wanted to take your calls as well. And so I was like, there's no way I could take calls and do both video breakdowns in one show unless people want to hang out for 8 hours. And so I'm like, we'll just do the breakdown tomorrow night. We'll have some people on panel with us. We'll hang out and take your calls tonight and see what you guys think. It could be something. It could be nothing. Definitely. We don't know. Now, the audio, it would be really nice to have audio, wouldn't it, when it comes to this video, because then you could really see what was it that made these guys turn around, Now, the thing that you do know when it comes to this video is that the individual that was walking away went into the establishment and didn't come back out the rest of the video. Also, the guy where's he moving from behind the car? You know what I mean? It's almost like as you're watching this, it's almost like the guy's standing there behind or in between the two cars the whole time. Think about it. If you're coming up and you're going to go to the front door and you're not, say you're at that handicap spot on the road there. Okay. And you're going to where the doors are at. You're going to walk from the handicap spot over the yellow part or maybe up around the grass and then the sidewalk. You're not going to walk in between those two cars. Now, if you're walking from the other side of the parking lot towards this way, you're not going to come in between Katie's car and that other car to then go into the front door because the entrance is right in front of the front. So when you don't see somebody walking up behind the car, they're not coming from the left side by the handicap paint. They're not coming from that side. When you're watching this video, it's like somebody was standing in between those two vehicles waiting. There are two people in the back where there are 3 cars, a red truck or 2 cars. I only saw 2. See, there's that one pulling up. You see, you don't see him walking from the back of the car. And I think that's why a lot of people really feel like, see, they're not even looking over there yet. Now, she had already walked up. They're not even looking over yet. He's looking over. Now that guy looks over when Sebastian goes to touch the door handle. So they were there. And again, that guy, before they even walk up, 48, 2348. You still don't see him walking behind the car. So we're almost at 10 seconds. We're at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, that's a lot of time. Now they're walking up. See how he stops and hesitates. That's why I feel you can see him how it's he doesn't know the person, because if he would have knew him, if Sebastian would have knew him, he would have came and went with Katie. Instead, he went to the side of the door. He didn't know him, and also I don't think he thought they were a threat at that point. Because you see him go here, stop for a second, and then he keeps looking over as he's walking to the side. Now, maybe she did know the person, because maybe if they were like, "Hey, Katie, who's that?" Oh, they must know my mom because they said my mom's name, right? Could be. But I don't know. I think there was some kind of definitely a vocal exchange. We'll dig into it tomorrow night about, an physical exchange. We definitely need more video, because when you're looking at that other video, definitely that's not the only camera that was, the one that was focused on Katie, and Sebastian. That ain't the only camera in there. They have a camera at that front door. They have camera video of that person with the thick drawstrings walking in the door. They have that. That video, I don't think they're ever going to release, because it straight up gives that the person's face. Still waiting. Yeah, it gives the person's face. That they have to have the video. And when you look at this video right here, you know that they have a video at that front door. You know they have a video at that front door. You can see how good this video is. You can see how good this video is. They already have that person on camera. They're not going to release it. but I'm sure they know who that person is, because this is not your only camera. You're going to have a camera at the front door before you have a camera at the back corner, because ain't nobody coming through that back corner. Everybody's coming through the front door. Everybody's coming through the front door. If anything's going to happen or something does happen, the one thing they need is the people walking through the door leaving. They have that camera. There's no way they don't. There is no way that they don't. But they're not going to release that. I'm sure the investigators have it. So we'll get back to that video here real quick. We'll show you that. And that's the biggest question. Shout out Katrina. Is Seth's faith in LE going to be good or bad?
Enforcement has restored his confidence in their case.
Today, they have renewed my faith that they are definitely focusing on bringing my son home.
Seth didn't give any details on what was said in their meeting. Sebastian was last seen on February 26th in Hendersonville, nearly 10 months ago. The reward for information on Sebastian's whereabouts increased last month up to $200,000.
I thank the public for the support that they are giving me, and they continue to. Keep your eyes open. You could be the next person that might see him.
Seth says he won't ever stop searching and saying his son's name. Until he's found, the pain of not knowing where Sebastian is fills Seth with grief.
Today is a lot of sadness. It's a lot of sadness every day. It's hard to wrap your head around it. All right. Every day, it's like, get that phone call, waiting for that picture, waiting for information that my son has been found.
And Sebastian's 16th birthday, Seth says he hopes families spend time with their kids. He fondly remembers birthdays with Sebastian jumping in the pool, having water balloon fights, and eating cake. What is it like for you looking back on those memories today?
I'm not done making them.
So that's what Viperin was saying right there. I'm not done making them.
Looking back is nice, but looking forward to him being back is better.
You know what? And I'm telling you, every day I'm going to continue to think that it was an abduction. There's some kind of trafficking. Yes. Yes. Is Sebastian probably hurting? Yes. Think about trafficking. Is Sebastian probably hurting? Is he still alive? I don't know. I really do. I don't know. Ever since May. That's just what I thought. And then when it comes to you got to think about this too. Seth has had this video, not necessarily this one, because the video that he was shown, he couldn't tell the shoes or anything like that, and that was way back in April. Now these videos show a lot more. Is there a reason why I think Nick and Dog are focusing on, look at what Seth is saying? He, beginning of the interview, definitely has faith. Definitely going to be making memories in the future. You can see the pain in his eyes. When I look at these eyes, I almost feel like he has a good idea of the environment that Sebastian might be in. And when it comes to his hope to make more memories in the future, and when it comes to his faith in law enforcement, I don't know. Oh, you're more than welcome to call 330-510-1110. We'll be on for a little bit longer, and then we got a lot more work to do overnight before tomorrow. We're going to have a hell of a show tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Central. We're going to be breaking down both videos. I'm going to have some special guests tomorrow night, and we're going to be going through each one. We're just kind of hanging out tonight for a little bit, and before we have that big show tomorrow night. I'm going to go ahead and play this for you real quick. Do you think, based off the photos that I'm going to show you, do you think he's somewhere between 5'7" and 5'9"? Between 180 and 210 pounds? Now, at the time of Sebastian's disappearance, his height was approximately 5'5", and his weight was approximately 120 pounds. Now, keep those two in mind as I show you these two photos and why I came to my conclusion. All right, so now I'm going to flip between both of these back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, so you can see what I'm talking about. So notice the red line on the brick. Notice the height of Sebastian. Notice where that shadow is at the bottom. Notice where the feet are compared to the little container next to the parking pole. Again, notice the red line on the bricks. Notice the height of the individual. Notice the shadow, and notice where the legs are compared to the container next to the parking pole. Again, very important. Look at the shadow of that container. Look at where the bricks are at. Look at where him and that person are standing when it comes to the measurement that I'm showing you. Same spot. You focus on that brick, the dark brick up there, focus on that. Also the light pole, and then how far in the direction when it comes to that container. So there's the side by side. So after doing this comparison, and then I'll switch back to this, the photo of it. Hold on. Where'd that photo go? There it is. There you go. You see where they're standing, see his left foot, see Sebastian's right foot. Sebastian's left foot compared to the dude's right foot, but mainly the dude's left foot compared to Sebastian's right foot. Maybe, who knows? We don't know the sex. I'm thinking it's a guy. But look at that line of bricks when it comes to the height. That's the main thing you want to, not only the line, the yellow line that shows you the height of each individual, pay attention to that line when it comes to that red line of bricks. Now, these are exactly side by side. Timestamp numbers are perfectly correct, in line. Everything matches up. So to me, that's why I based it off of 5'7" to 5'9", because based off this picture, it's already a few more inches higher than Sebastian. When you're looking at those bricks are only about 4 inches tall. So that's where I get Sebastian's 5'5". That's where I get the 5'7" to 5'9", based off of the bricks, where they're standing, in relevance to each one. And you can see this one right here. When this line intersects, you see how low it is compared to here. So that's where that line's going to intersect. This is going way up above. This right here, you see how this one, if it goes straight, it's going to connect. This red line's going to come up to here, 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 and then that yellow line's going to connect. You come over here, you see the difference? This red line continues to go here, and it's way under the other one. That's where I get 5'7", 5'9", with Sebastian being 5'5", 120 pounds. You see a side view. We'll be digging through that tomorrow night. I'm going to have plenty more of these pics for you to show you. Not very much taller than Sebastian, just a few more inches. That's just my opinion. Give me 1 second here. All right. Well, what I'll go ahead and do is I'll go ahead and hop off for the evening. I'll get to work some more here for tomorrow night. Like I said, we already got the notification out. I might hop on tomorrow during the day, not sure, but definitely we'll be back tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Central. It's probably going to be a long show too. I'm probably guessing maybe 4.5 hours, something like that. But I might hop on for a little bit because I'm going to be doing some more of this work, getting prep, and if there's something that I want to kind of show you guys before, I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I'll be sucked into all the work, just to get everything prepped. We're going to be digging through a lot of different Zooms. Definitely check out the Zooms, type in comments, timestamps if you see something. Not only when we're breaking it down tomorrow night, I'm going to be looking to see what you guys are all saying too, because, maybe you guys might notice something, or any of us that are on panel might notice something, that we don't. And that's the beautiful thing about community, because when we all do it together and we can work together, we really can make a difference. You see it out there in all these other different cases, where all of a sudden, like with Micah, the FBI raid, and then you see the day things going on. Oh, one.
Call from
Busby.
What's up, Busby?
What's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on? Hold on 1 second.
You can make this a regular thing if you want to.
What, the call?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I figure I'll have some shows here and there, do some mixed shows where got some and then getting into some things, here and there. And just like tonight, we're kind of just chilling back, talking on the phone for a little while, seeing what you guys think before we get into everything. Did you notice an exchange? What?
Looks like he's wearing sandals or Crocs.
Oh, you're talking about the shoes of this person right here?
Yeah. If you look at the picture, I'm not looking at it right now.
Yeah, I
But
got it.
if you look at the photo, It looks like you can draw down his jeans into where it stopped. It looks like he's got dark colored socks on and Crocs or flops or something like that.
Yeah, like flip flops. Well, you know what? You know what they also could be.
So,
It could be a pair of shoes that are black pairs of shoes, and they have white parts on them. Because if you see this
yeah,
right here, that looks like it could
it
be
looks
a.
like there's a strap across the foot to me.
Well, this is what it looks like. This is a tongue of a shoe. And if you think about the old Jordans, and I'm not saying these are
Yeah,
Nikes because
that's
they
true.
don't have the Nike symbol on them, but there's knockoffs. There's knockoffs.
Yeah.
And you think about the
Really
old
wish that was
Jordans, right?
a video.
They got the white stripe going across where the top of your right before your toes start. They got that white stripe that comes across on your shoe. I mean, they could be sandals. But to me, it looks like there's like a white sole, a white part that kind of goes in front of the tongue before the toes, and then maybe a tongue or something, or that could be the sole of the other shoe. I'm not sure. That'd be
Crocs do have sandals.
looks.
Also,
Michael says it looks
there
like.
is a Crocs sandal that's got a white stripe on it.
Is there?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I showed you.
That'd be cool for your
a little while
toesies.
back.
You did what?
Showed a photo of it in Mod Chat a little while back.
Yeah, you know how that is when you miss 300 messages. Sometimes you miss it. Michael says it looks like two different shoes.
Different shoes in the same person?
I mean, when you're looking at it, I in a way, yeah. Because you see, like you don't see the strap over here. I think is that what you're saying, Michael? Is it looks like this one has a strap right here, but this one, and maybe that strap is kind of blending in with that right there. You know, it'd be cold for the toes. Wearing sandals.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. He's got socks. I mean, you know, that.
Uh-oh. Hello?
You there?
Oh, you're back. You cut out, man.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Rain in here.
No, you're good. No, I think that's what Michael's saying.
Mod Chat. I just checked that photo again.
Let's see here.
Oh, it's still sending. Sorry.
How long ago was it?
I'm in the sticks, man.
Huh?
So I'm in the sticks. Get a minute.
Oh, I see it.
Should be there.
I see it. Hold on. Well, the strap's on the back though. Here, let me show you guys what he's talking about. Let's see here. The strap's on the back though.
Yeah, but it looks like there's a strap on the foot.
A strap what?
Looks like there's a strap across his foot. Sorry, my reception's crappy.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do they make Crocs where the strap goes up front? Because I'm looking at this photo, and to me it looks like, like I said,
Looks like a flip flop, don't it?
there's a strap, or whoops, that's the wrong thing. There's a strap. Oh my gosh, hold on, it's all going haywire now. Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
All right, right here. I don't know. I'm thinking of like the old Air Jordan looking shoes because
All right, I got you.
they have that.
Well,
Here, let me bring up.
I also didn't see the handoff that people were talking about. Couldn't see any handoff from anything.
Let me see these ones, right? Or am I thinking of Converse? Hold on. I might be thinking about the old Converse.
Yeah, you might be.
No, it wasn't the Converse. There's so many Air Jordans. Let me see. I don't know. Like kind of like. Okay, here we go. Kind of like this. Is it going to show it? Okay, yeah. Here we go. Okay, so if you look at these shoes, almost like so it's almost like this part right here, say the black part that's going around, say the white is black and the black is white. Okay?
Right.
This is where this is the impression that it's giving me. See how it's like right at the edge of the tongue, but right before the toes. And to me, it's almost like the sole is white, this is white, and this is white all the way up through the tongue, and then maybe the rest is like, you know,
You know, I wanted a pair of those shoes back in the day.
yeah, I know those are nice shoes. Nana, we're not talking about Sebastian shoes. We're talking about this person.
Green hoodie dude shoes.
Yeah, the green hoodie guy, this guy right here. So that's kind of where I'm getting that. You know, the sole, it's like the where the toes are is dark. Right over here it's dark. They could be sandals though. I mean, you saw Sebastian in a t-shirt, right? Everybody's like, "Dang, you know, oh, it had to be cold." Um So who knows? Maybe dude was wearing his sandals or something. So do you think Seth's like Katrina was asking, do you think Seth's faith in LE is gonna be good or bad?
I couldn't hear you, man.
Oh, you got a train driving by, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. You said something about Katrina?
Yeah, what Katrina was asking earlier today, do you think Seth's faith in LE is gonna be good or bad? I mean, what'd you take away from that
Oh, okay.
video? That video that came out last night from WKRN. What'd you take away from it? Like when it comes to, you know, like it was big, it was huge to hear him say that, you know, he's got a lot of faith,
Yeah.
right?
After so long of him not getting anything out of Ellie, it was really a good thing for him to get something out of it. No, he can't say what they said to him, but his facial expression said it all.
What'd they say to you though, the facial expressions? Not only
Facial expressions to me that it seemed like it was a positive thing. You know, or at least a hope of a positive thing to me.
positive, is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've got a loud train going by.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, it was sounding kind of weird there for a minute. So what do you?
It should be a lot better now.
So after you watched that WKRN interview with Seth, when it comes to the future memories, that comment that he made, What do you think? What do you thinking gave him the renewed faith that has been missing since April?
I think they gave him some sort of hope.
Yeah,
But,
like what?
I got feedback big time. Hang on. You there?
Yeah.
All right. I think they gave him some sort of information that he felt is hopeful that he'll be home soon.
Where did the Chrome tab go? There it is. Definitely could be. When you're looking at that photo.
Trucks are a big thing around there too.
It does
I know
have,
that for a fact.
huh?
Trucks are a big thing around there too. I know that for a fact.
Well, but here's what I'm, when it does come to that, the strap, it's almost like the strap of a saying, because you look at that strap, it's really thick. It basically goes almost the whole length of a tongue on a shoe. When you're looking at this one, it's thin and skinny, if it's even a
Yeah,
strap.
I'm not looking at what you're looking at right now. I'm on my phone.
Yeah. So I don't know. But what would it make? So what if it's sandals, Crocs, or fake Jordans?
It gives you a better. There's less sandals and Crocs out there than there are tennis shoes.
Let me see here. This is from Miss Cosmo. What kind of hold on a minute. What kind of sandals are these? Yeah. I mean, the hoodie is what would really, that
The
thing.
hoodie definitely stands out as a USMC hoodie.
Yeah, that thing is, that's pretty descriptive.
Yeah.
Especially those
I
drawstrings.
can't match. It looks like white strings to me. Doesn't it look like white strings to you?
Yeah.
The hoodie?
Yeah.
I can't match that up with any photo that I can find, though. All the strings are green or black. Less possible reason, strings fall out of hoodies all the time. So,
well, I really feel like they know who this person is already and have, because when it comes to this video, that's not the only video. That's not the only video.
That's the video they wanted to show the public.
Yeah, because the other video has the dude's face.
Yeah.
So
when he walked in that door, he showed his face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I feel like they, and maybe that's, maybe that's why Seth has that renewed faith, because maybe they already came out and said that they know who it was. Now I know they kind of backed away from that a little bit. But I mean, come on, they're going to have a camera at that front door more than they would all the way back here, because they want to catch whoever comes in or leaves. So they can.
They usually have a camera by the side door too.
Yeah, so they can properly identify the people that came in or came out, and when they came in and came out.
If I remember correctly, where Sebastian and his mother were sitting were probably close to the bar.
Yeah, it's like the back right. Yeah. Because you got all of that seating right to our left, bottom left, right there. And basically, it's just walls going all the way around, and then you got the front door. You got the front door up
Right.
there, and then the seating area is against the windows there next to the front door. Yeah.
I'm getting the same feedback I got last time I called in.
Oh, are you? What's all right, man. We'll go ahead and hop off. We got a long night tomorrow night when it comes to the breakdown. So I don't know. Did
I'll
you
be
see
there.
anything else? You know?
No,
Did you see anything handed off?
the video was zoomed out when there was the connection at the car. It might have helped a little bit better.
the video what?
The video was zoomed out some. You know how they zoomed in real fast?
Yeah, they rewound it and zoomed.
Video wasn't zoomed in at that point where it showed more.
Where it showed what?
More. I'm gonna have to get off here. My reception's dying.
Oh, it's all good, man. Yeah, we'll get into it tomorrow night. No, there was some parts where, yeah, I seen they zoomed in. They went back, showed you with the zoom in. You know, it was kind of do this and that, and this and that. Now I don't know. It didn't appear to me like it was edited to show things that didn't exist because I mean, we're talking Linda Lane, Idaho 4 again. I think the only thing that was done was it was slowed down for people. It's almost like when you do a zoom or you slow it down for somebody, you're not altering the freaking video. You're trying to show people, look, like this is some suspicious shit. Just like we were doing with this photo right here, you know. Oh no. We altered it because I zoomed in, you know. Oh no, it's altered now, right? Oh no. No, it just means we zoomed it in so you could see what the hell's going on. But yeah, we'll dig into it tomorrow night, man. Well, be safe, man. Hopefully the weather gets better for you over there. And
It's supposed to go away tonight,
yeah. Well, there's a lot of work.
but
A lot of work to do, so
I'll be on tomorrow.
yeah, you'll be on tomorrow. We'll have a great show tomorrow night, 6:30 Central. Tomorrow night we'll be breaking down both of the videos and kind of going through everything. And then, like I said, there's other different versions out there, so you can kind of have the Zoom and kind of look at different things and see what you guys think. I want to say thank you to oh my gosh, how do you Viprin? If I pronounced that correctly, I apologize if I didn't. Viprin, thank you for calling in as well. Thank you, Busby. And we'll go ahead and see you guys tomorrow night. Have a peaceful, positive evening. Let's find Sebastian now. Drop them green hearts in chat. And stay safe and love you guys. Just be careful. Tell all your loved ones you love them. Give them a hug. You never know if tomorrow's going to come. And just try and be a good person, you know. Put yourself in other people's shoes before you act or react to anything. Appreciate you. Be safe, bro. Thank you all. See you guys tomorrow. Later.
For with the daughter. Stand by with this. Veteran Chris. Comment, but they have a female. Veteran communication. Detector 12, check them out.
6-1 bullet, 2.7.
Also still saying for Sebastian, no? Secondary testing. Listen for with doing up above with first on, let me know. First time,